That is a big lie. Once you get an agent, that means nothing. Let me refrain and put some respect on my agent's name. Put some respect on the good agents that's out there working. I don't want to take nothing away from agents because it kind of does get into it does get very tiring sometimes, because sometimes like you focus so much on your agent working for you and doing everything for you, and I don't want to just speak bad on all agents. I don't even want to speak bad on my agent because they're reworking. I wouldn't be here. Well, I wouldn't say that. I have a different relationship with this team in Chile in general. But most agents, they have so many guys. If you just look at the numbers of guys that some agents have, especially when agents where they're more like in a certain region, they have majority of their guys, like so many players that if one or two falls through the cracks, you might be the ones that's falling through the cracks, even if you're a very good player. They might just try to get you to play on some BS team with not a good situation just because you're just a check to them. Or they got so many other guys that you just don't get. You're not as important. You're not one of the main money makers. Of course, it's like a hierarchy to it. They're going to go to their main money makers first and then cycle it down. I mean, that's just business. In this game, you are your manager. You are your networker. You are your biggest fan. You are your biggest promoter. You are your biggest advocate to get you where you need to be. That comes from highlight film. That comes from hitting up teams and organizations. That comes to promoting yourself. That comes to sometimes even writing your own contract. Negotiating your own terms. Sometimes you're going to be able to have to negotiate and do everything yourself and then pass it to the agent to finish writing it off. Because honestly, that's how my last probably 2-3 contracts has been. The teams hit me up directly. I just send them to my agent so he can handle the logistics and tell, hey, do this, and that, because I don't want to talk with them. You know what I mean? You handle that situation. I got other things I need to do. That's why you have an agent. But starting out or just in general, even now, 10 years in, I don't wait on an agent to find me anything. I go out and seek and talk and hit up guys that I know and build your connections and network with certain guys. And hey, you got an agent in this area, in this region. Do you know this team? Do you know this coach? Have him look at me, vouch for you. You use his word to get you on. You got to back it up, of course. But that's how the game works. You better do your own research. You better go find out how this team plays in this area, what the coaching is like, what that last team imports is like. Did they get rid of it? There's one team in Argentina last year, they got rid of all the imports. All of the imports. That means 3 players y'all fired all of them within the first month. That is some information you might want to know, because the agent might not tell you that, because they looking for another player. I would be a real kind of skeptical if I just went to a team. If I'm going to a team where they just let go 3 players in a month's time, and one of them was averaging 20. So it kind of says, like, what are y'all looking for? Because I might not be what y'all looking for, and I don't know if I want to come out here and then mess up my chance to go somewhere else and not just have have a full season, because once you go somewhere else and they get rid of you there, now you're going to have to wait till who knows when to get another job. Don't let it be in the middle of the season. Let it be like in February. You might not get a job. You might not get a summer job. You probably don't have to wait all the way till the next year around to the season start, and hopefully you get a job, because you ain't got no film to back you up. All you got is, why did you get let go from the other team? So if you get an agent, does not mean you're just good. It does not mean that you're just set. I had an agent, you know what he did? My agent did. He take my film that I create for myself, and he used that to shop to the teams. I created the film. I chopped it up. I posted it. I put it up, and he just takes my stuff, and then he does it. Well, guess what? Now he at least, why? Like, he got so many other players. Like, you got to think about how many players that an agent is really dealing with. And what makes you so special, especially if you're just starting out, even if you are, like, regardless, you are like expendable for them. Point blank period. there is way, way, way more players trying to get a job. Even if you say, okay, well, you bring me an average of about this amount of money per year or per year I get from you. But there's like 50 to 100 dudes, or let's just say I could sign 20 guys who at a fifth of what I get from you, still making 4 times as much from just you. When you break it down to the math, or remember, this is a business. You are your business. You are a business. You are the product. You are the showcase. So you must market and promote that to the best of your ability. That's why I strongly emphasize that, most athletes and players, you need to just get more personal development in yourself. Become more reading, learning how to network and communicate and speak, because that goes a long way with teams and organizations, being able to communicate yourself with certain situations. That's the personal development part that you do for yourself. I'm a big advocate in a player learning how to develop themselves, reading and getting information. Yes, there are some guys who don't do all that and make it, but there's going to get to a point. But I don't understand why guys always try to say like, oh, I'm the one that can make it, like he did it, so I don't have to do that. Comparison is the killer of joys. You cannot compare yourself to anybody else in this game, in your path. What I can tell you is you can't rely on you can only rely on yourself to get to where you need to get going, or where you need to go in this game. So you better learn how to educate yourself. Finances, how to manage your money, how to communicate with guys, how to, it's just too many aspects to go over in just one setting. Personal development. That is the main point of what I'm trying to say. Personal development. Because your agent has too many options. You don't want to be, even if you're a good option, he's still got options. You know what I mean? Even if you're a good option, he's still got options. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe on our YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and wherever you listen to your podcast. I greatly appreciate it.